Hey guys, Crazy Dave here. Well, guess what? Today is 100 days. That's right, 100 days of that dry aged ribeye. Now, this is the farthest that I've done. Personally, right now, I've done 14 days, 28 days, 30 days, 35 days, and even 50 days. 50 days so far seems to be my sweet spot. It starts to get those blue cheese notes, starts to get a little bit on the beefy side, amazing flavor. And so far, everyone that's done or taste tested that 50 days likes it. But I decided to take it and push it up a little bit higher and do 100. So right now, I'm gonna go out to the garage, the dry aging machine, and I'm gonna pull out a 7-bone rack of ribs. And then go from there. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Follow me. Okay guys, don the gloves. We're going into the really cool Coke machine fridge, okay? This is Crazy Dave's pride and joy, man. I mean, this is like amazing machine. We're gonna open this baby up and we're gonna go right here. This baby has been in here since the 13th of April, looks like, and 100 days is July 17th. Well, let's pull the baby out and not get this thing too hot. We're gonna close that fridge and back into the kitchen we go. Follow me. Okay guys, this baby has been in here for 100 days. We're just gonna kind of examine it a little bit. That's some of the ends. Got a little bit of the, what you call like the white mold, but still not bad. There's the other side over here. There we go. Really, really nice looking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna experiment a little bit further. Now, some of the guys were saying, well, Dave, you've never done 100 days. What if you don't like it? Okay, if I don't like it, guess what? Indian Liberty, my quality control taste testers, they're gonna have some wonderful dog food. If I do like it, then I'm gonna probably take the other half and push it to 200. Stay with me. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen as we cut into the 100-day dry-aged ribeye roast. All right, we got the music going. Listen to that. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What do I do to cut the roast? Well, I'm using my really super sharp, what's it called? Update knife that I got off of Amazon, and I just sharpened this thing. And I have one of those little handheld sharpeners. Amazing. But we're gonna go right down, I think we're gonna go right about here. And this knife will cut like a hot knife through butter. Follow this knife. This knife's amazing. Look at this. I'm gonna slice that thing down. Look at that. Boom. Now we're gonna turn it up. We're gonna go straight down. Look at that. Like hardly any effort at all. And this baby is, I mean, it's cutting it. We're gonna pull back a little bit more. And we're gonna go down. We're gonna go ahead and pull this thing down. Now remember guys, don't lift your knife all the way up, otherwise you're gonna get those jagged edges. Keep that knife going, and look at that, boom. All right, now, you guys ready? You ready? I'm like super excited. You guys ready? We're gonna cut right into the middle. We're gonna look at the middle of this roast at 100 days. Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Guess what? You're gonna have to wait. No, I'm kidding. Let's show you. Here you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. Oh, that was my little booby right here. But look at that. That's moisture. That's water. Oh man. Woo-wee. Let's look at the other side. Look at this. Let's move this knife out of the way over here. There with my knife.
Oh no, 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 no.
Don't do that. What I just did, I reached down for the knife and I could have cut my hand. Fortunately, my hand hit the back of the blade.
Oh no.
Man, oh man. Zoom in on that. Guys, you need to like freeze your screen, take some screenshots. Oh, there you go. Do whatever, and that way there we can get some beautiful pictures out of this. Look at this. Man, zoom in on that coffee bean. Zoom in. Woo, go close. Guys.
I am close.
Look at that. Let that camera focus. Look at that. Man, dude. That's amazing. And you know what I'm really, really surprised about, guys? Is if we turn this roast here, let's just kind of do this here. We got both of them. Now let's go this way. If you follow my finger, the pellicle, look at that. It's really thin. I mean, it's thin. And the way we can tell that is, look at this. This is standing up here, and this is the back of the fat. Follow my finger. Look at this. That is really, really super thin here. Now, why is that? I don't really know. Because that's the thinnest pellicle I've had. So let me go ahead and put this other roast back into the refrigerator here. We're going to let that chill out real quick. We're going to come back and we're going to trim this one up. So stay with me. Time for the commercial break, I guess. I'll be right back. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Okay guys, so now we've got, let's see here. We got a 3-bone roast here. And I think I'm just going to kind of eye it maybe right about here. That's a pretty thick, that's gonna be a really thick steak. Let's see here. I've never really cut with the bone in, but man, that's a thick steak. So let's see here. I'm just gonna kind of go like this. Now remember, that knife is like a hot knife through butter. We're gonna slice this baby down.
1,000-degree knife challenge.
Something like that. Look at that. Whoo, man.
That's dark.
That's still gorgeous. I mean. No, you know what? I never smelt this thing. Let's see here. Man, that smells very, very extremely beefy. No rotten smells. I'm just amazed at the color on that. Is just phenomenal. Now we're gonna try to cut this one. And let's go right here again. Now remember guys, do not lift the knife up. So pull it back out a little bit, push down. Okay, when you get to the end, pull back, straight back, and back down again. Turn the knife down a little bit, come down, and always go back and forth. Do not let the knife lift up, or you're gonna get those jagged edges. Now here we go. Yeah, see, somehow I got that. But that's okay. If you get these, you just kind of fillet a little bit. Sometimes they'll come off. And there you go. Kind of fillet it a little bit. But that's a good steak. Now, if you notice, this side, pretty much almost ready to go. A little bit of trimming here. I'm going to trim off the pellicle. Same with this one. Now, this one is the only one that really has a lot of pellicle on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to work around it. The little coffee bean a little too close there. And we're going to get her out of the way for safety. Alright, this one's giving me a hard time here. This one is not really good as far as what I call cutting the pellicle knife. Let's see here. We can just kind of get that out of the way. But that's still kind of dark.
That is dark.
That's still dark. We're gonna turn the knife, the blade a little bit, and we're just gonna kind of go right about here. Now this knife, I'm gonna put up this side. I'm actually gonna grab one of my other knives that I like off of the rack over here. This is my Craftsman knife. This is actually a really good knife for doing this kind of stuff. And watch this one. Look at that.
Why not your butcher's knife? Or was that your butcher's knife?
This one I think they call it a 10-inch chef's knife. Or boning knife. This one is a chef's knife, I think. Guys, I apologize if I get my names wrong, but you know what? Every knife does a different job. Look at that. All right.
For the viewers who have been here for a while, he has been calling this knife, just this knife, a butcher's knife for like a long time.
This is my favorite knife. That's amazing. So we're going to still trim it up a little bit, guys.
Quality control.
Oh, they know what's happening tonight.
Hello. Indy. Yeah, you see that?
Indy, pellicle, catch.
Raw.
Whatever, dog.
Aw.
She'll get it.
Indy.
Go get it.
Get it. Indy, looky.
Indy doesn't want her dog treat.
You don't want your dog treat? Never mind. Maybe because your muzzle's too short. Here, come here. Come here. Indy, come here. There you go. There you go. Her muzzle was just too short. Because she's a boxer, and boxers have short muzzles. For example, like
The
this.
boxers have short muzzles.
Like that. That's his short muzzle. Pet anyway. Oh no, there we go. Okay.
Okay, guys. So this is pretty much
Close.
mostly
Door.
trimmed. Let's see here. Okay, so that's still pretty good here. We're going to trim off a little bit of the pellicle on the edges here. And if it falls on the floor in this case, really, honestly, I don't care because I have quality control over here to clean this up.
Okay, bye.
That's the joys of having some amazing boxers. Because these guys, they do a pretty good job at cleaning up the messes from Crazy Dave's kitchen over here.
All you really need to do is use a mop so that way the drool won't stay on the floor, I guess. Or the saliva from dogs.
Okay,
Good
so
girl.
this looks pretty good for the most part. Okay, we're going to trim off a little bit more here. These ones look really good. Now, if I wanted to, I can probably debone this and make this into a half a steak. I'll look at that for you. But guys, that's pretty much the roast here. Let's see if we can turn these things all the same way. But that's it. That's 100 days. I'm going to try to see if I'm going to cook it that thick or if I'm going to maybe fillet them, like cut them half the size, because these are what, 3-inch cuts at least? At least? Man, those are at least 3-inch cuts. So I think I'm going to trim them in half and go from there. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Okay guys, so here is the ribeye roast. I deboned it, trimmed it up, and what's amazing is how much moisture is actually coming out of this ribeye. And I hand trimmed these babies. You can take a look at those. They're absolutely gorgeous here. Trimmed off some of the pellicle, not much. Trimmed off the bones. And I mean, these are amazing. And what's funny, or I should say amazing if you look at it, I mean, I can almost pull this thing apart. That's how tender these things are. I mean, look at that. I'm afraid to because I don't want it to fall apart pre-cooking. But this is amazing. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and season it up with some salt and some pepper. I'm going to let it sit there for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes as I heat up the grill. Now, some of you guys say, oh, what they're going to do? I'm actually thinking about just cooking these on a high heat, using my pellet grill that I'm going to use, the Sear Daddy from Smoke Daddy that basically emulates a very high temp grill. So we're going to throw a lot of heat at it, quick, fast, simple, and then we're going to go ahead and let it rest, slice it up, give it a taste test, and go from there. Now I will tell you though, Crazy Dave's wife, her little coffee bean mommy, I guess we're going to call her Crazy Mommy. I don't know. We don't have a name for her yet. So maybe you guys can comment below and give her a name. But she commented that it smelled amazing. I mean, it was like, wow, as soon as I brought it to her nose. So that's a good thing. But smell and taste are two different things. So stay with me. We're going to fire up that grill and get these babies cooking. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Okay guys, so the grill's fired up nice and hot. The ribeyes have been seasoned for about 15 minutes. And now onto the Sear Daddy by Smoke Daddy. We're going to do these probably about 2 minutes each side. We're going to check the temperature with my thermopan and see what happens. Stay with me. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Well, I just trimmed off a piece of one of the ends here. You can kind of see a little bit. I'm gonna let the rest of them rest. But I will tell you, I took a piece to the wife, and she was like, "What is this? This ain't ribeye, is it?" And I go, "Yes, it is. It's the 100-day ribeye." That there's no way. I go, "Why is that?" She's like, "Dude, it's just like, it's so tender, it just explodes in your mouth. It's full of flavor, full of juices." And honestly, guys, I hate blue cheese, and I'll tell you, there is no blue cheese in this. So this one's amazing. 100 days. I'm telling you guys, that puts the 50-day to shame. So if you've got the patience, and you got the room, which of course Crazy Dave does. I got the monster fridge here, or I should say the big, huge Coca-Cola fridge now. Can't call it the monster fridge anymore. But if you've got the space, man, I'm telling you guys, take it up to 100 days now. Now, for those of you guys that have the small fridge, it's time to up your game. Because as soon as you do a 100-day dry age, the wife's going to be bugging you for more. And that's 100 days from another one, 100 days for another one. Guys, patience, we don't have. You need to get the room and stagger them. 100, 100, 100, 100. So that way there, man, you're constantly serving 100-day-old dry aged steak. Well, there you go. Crazy Dave here. Take a look at that again. That's amazing. And we're going to basically let these babies rest for about 10 minutes. I've already flipped them over. So we're going to flip them again. And yeah, guys, I know I'm using my hands here. But this is my food, not your guys', so I don't care. My hands can be all over it. But look at that. That's absolutely amazing. Now, I know some of you guys are going to ask me, "Dude, Dave, cut into the middle of it." I'm going to do that for you in just a few minutes. I'm going to show you guys when I cut into one. Let's see what the inside of it looks like. Stay with me. We're almost done. Okay guys, so I cut into the middle of each one of these. And you see, that's very tender. It's not like rare, it's more of a medium done here. But the juices are just absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that. It just wants to fall apart. Wow. That is absolutely amazing. Guys, I'm telling you, man, I think 100 days is the new level for Crazy Dave here. Oh, dude, you're filming. Oops. Sorry, guys. Dude, I'm telling you, finger licking good. Well, we know, 100-day dry aged ribeye, amazing. Now, I was skeptical about the bone-in versus the boneless. And I've always was concerned about that. But you know what, man? After you do it a few times, you learn how to trim that bone off, piece of cake. I'm going to start recommending that if you can, start aging with the bone in. Because you know what, guys? If you guys are worried about trimming it up, man, it's so easy to trim that bone off and you can still make your thin steaks. Not that hard to debone a ribeye. So guys, I'm noticing a lot more tenderness, a lot more flavor by going bone in. So Crazy Dave here, and I'm recommending you dry age bone in ribeye roast. You're watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.